Yeah, those Draw My Life videos are such a fucking like throwback because it was so funny. I remember there was this one for this Pokemon YouTuber we like called M&J, and he was like doing this backstory. He was like, so at age 7, I got my first Game Boy and I got my first Pokemon game. At age 8, my dad passed away of cancer, and it just like they all have the most traumatic fucking like turns, and it's like some music in the background going la 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 la. Like even like the Dad GDM one is like. So then my parents got divorced. Ding 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 ding. And it's just so funny because again, it's like that speed gift. We were like watching that shit and you're like, yeah, sure. It's crazy the shit we used to. We say a lot that children's content nowadays is harmful, and I do think it is. But also, we were watching some weird shit too.
Yeah.
We were watching some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I do think that like children watching just AI slop of like fucking
Tung, tung, tung,
some
so.
like corn on the cob giving birth.
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
like definitely more harmful than whatever the fuck we were watching. But still, it's still pretty crazy.
Name brain rot that we used to watch.
Nyan Cat. That was way too quick. Why was I thinking so much about Nyan Cat subconsciously?
To be fair, like that's brain rot as in like that's just entertainment for kids.
Yeah.
A lot of the AI stuff we see now, it'll come up in my feed and it'll be like a cat cheating on her husband.
Yeah. If I
and she's just like,
you know what? So sometimes I'll accidentally click on Snapchat Spotlight. That's an AI vagina. The first thing I clicked on is a woman fingering her AI vagina. I'm not even fucking with you. We're fucked.
See, I find that shit hilarious though. I lie in my room like that and share it to people. It's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, we what? Yeah, at least we weren't watching AI shit back in the day. Anyway, at least it was a little different. But fucking hell, man, this generation. I was at a restaurant recently, and this there was a table behind us, and this little girl. She didn't have autism or anything, to my knowledge. She had her headphones in, and she was just watching YouTube Shorts on auto scroll at the fucking table. She had her iPad like 2 inches from her face, headphones on, and it was just auto scrolling through AI.
Insane.
It actually made me really sad. Like I actually just watched that, and this poor little she looked no older than 6, and her parents were doing nothing. She just fucking like
Auto scrolled on YouTube Shorts.
It was
But the headphones really big as well.
yeah. I was like, why even take her out at that point?
Yeah,
just
I know.
like, fucking...
I think that is like someone with autism has that though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I feel like I think it's definitely a thing that kids with autism, when they have at the dinner table, they have their iPad and they can do whatever to distract them.
But yeah, it's become too normalized. I think it's at the stage now where like because I was a classroom assistant at in September or whatever, and I remember like there was a whole drawer for ear defenders, and a lot of the kids, the teacher told me this, a lot of the kids didn't actually have autism, but they just felt like they needed to be regulated, or they were just too overwhelmed anyway. Like some kids did have autism diagnoses, but others were neurotypical, she said, and they just like sometimes needed it because their fucking like sensory intake is just so high, and it's like it's bizarre.